Aries, your fifth lord is in the seventh house, and when sun goes in the seventh house, it highlights the relationship of your life. It highlights both the good and the bad. Remember, sun is debilitated, and the sun wants you to do a little bit of sacrifice. It wants you to give up the power, give up the control, and go for a harmonious relationship, a kind of a mutual agreement. This will not only impact your personal life and relationship, but also the business area of your life. Also, you will see that you have to create a handshake kind of, a kind of a situation will come with the circumstances. So my recommendation here is go with the flow. Don't try to resist a change in your life. Go with the flow and let the things happen on its own for some time. Mars is also going to be debilitated, and this means that the energy levels will be down, your confidence might be down, and there can be lethargy coming into picture, procrastination coming into picture. So you need to buckle up and you need to start moving in the positive direction. Stay positive, stay optimistic, and keep chanting the Vishnu Sahasranam, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, and similar mantras of Bhagwan Vishnu. Get up before sunrise and try to stay energetic, try to control your diet, and don't eat tamasic food. Taurus. For Taurus, sun will be moving in your sixth house. Now, when sun goes in the sixth house, it not only highlights the flaws of your life, it wants to interfere in the day-to-day task, in your daily routine. So what you will have to do is you will have to focus on streamlining your morning routine, streamlining your day's routine, answer your emails, be proactive in your action, and try to have a long-term approach, a long-term vision. Short-term things may not work when sun is in Libra because sun is a little weak. Your communication may also be taken in a negative sense, so don't go into unnecessary debate, don't go into unnecessary battle with people that are around you who are your supervisors. Try to remain very humble, focus on your health. Your health may show some sign of concern, especially if you have a bone related problem, eyes related problem, or skin related problem. There can be a little bit of medical expenses. Also, with respect to your assets and properties and loans associated with them, there may be certain problems. You may feel burdened, you may feel that the EMI is too high and the revenue, the income is less. That can also create a sense of worry around you, can create a sense of lack of confidence. So what you should do, regulate everything, control your expenses, cut down the unnecessary, and focus on what is necessary. Be minimalistic. Gemini. Now, in case of Gemini, sun is now illuminating your fifth house. Your fifth house is about your romance, your expression. Fifth house is about children. And when sun goes there in Libra, it wants to create a balance between how hard you work and how much time you invest into the leisure activity, how much time you are investing with your family, how much time you are giving to yourself. Now, this also means that because you are fulfilling certain responsibilities, you may miss out opportunities to hang out with friends, you may miss out certain social events in your life. So you have to figure out a way to balance both your responsibilities, duties, family responsibilities, responsibilities towards children, and your own network circle, your own friendship. This may drain you a little bit. This may make you feel a little lethargic. This may create some fights or struggle among family members, a tussle or arguments. But you must remain humble. You must show a compassionate side of you. You must be very polite and be very calculative in your words. Also, stomach related problems may rise during this time. Certain allergies, certain reaction to food may also happen, and your gut health will be of concern. So eat right food, follow the Ayurvedic way of life. Cancer. For Kark Lagna, Cancer Ascendant, Sun will be in the fourth house, and this will be the time when Mars and Sun combination can affect your personal life. So spend more quality time with people that are close to your heart. Spend quality time in your own home. See if you are very comfortable in the homely environment. If renovations are needed, do it. Vastu remedies done during this time will be very effective. Sun being in the 4th house aspects the 10th house also. Therefore, this is where the matters in your home or the suggestions coming from people that are close to you will push you towards a brighter future, will push you towards better career. So don't ignore the advices given by the well-wishers, by the family members. Focus more on your personal life, focus more on your relationship with your mother. Try to see that you are available for your mother, for your grandparents, and you are also concerned about their health. Overall, this is also a time when you will feel a little detached, a little relaxed. So sometimes detachment and lack of motivation can be relaxing because you are suffering from anxiety and impatient behavior. But this can also hit your confidence. This can also make you complacent. This can also make you this can also reduce the focus, and the lack of focus can result into errors in your performance. So be careful there. Leo, your ascendant lord will be in the 3rd house, debilitated, but this is a time when your confidence in your expression will be easily visible. So if you are confident, you will have an impact in society, you will have an impact with people that are around you, that are, you say, as at one arm distance. But if you are underconfident from within, that will show in your words. You may fumble, say, in a speech. Your expression may be may lack logic and substance and fact. So you need to be very careful how you're expressing yourself, and sometimes your non-verbal communication may reveal a lot, and that can put you into a position where your words and your actions both are at different spectrum. So you need to bring them on the same page. You need to be more focused in your life. On the other hand, a 3rd house means short distance travel. So definitely there are certain travel that can happen. You need to take care of your neck and shoulder area, especially if you're working on computer for a prolonged period of time. When you are on your mobile, when you are on even if you're a student and reading the book, you need to take care of how the posture of the body is. And with the 3rd house sun, you need to focus on your dharmic approach. This can put you into a situation where you are feeling sad, dejected, rejected by the society, and that can push you to follow some shortcuts and adharma. Here, praying to Bhagwan Shri Ram by chanting Ram Raksha Stotra, by praying or simply taking the name of Prabhu Shri Ram by saying Ram, Ram, Ram will really help you in the long run. Virgo. Now in case of Virgo, Sun will move in your 2nd house, and it's your 12th lord in the 2nd house. So this means that you need to assess your expenses, you need to assess your budget. This might mean that you are taking drastic steps to control your expenses, especially if you are a Virgo moon sign. This also means that you can work on creating financial securities, investing money in the right direction. A passive investment and passive income is something that you should focus on, you should create, and that will help you in the long run. Also, Sun in the 2nd house shows that the environment in the family will not be conducive, will not be favorable to the way you are thinking on the financial side. You and the family will be on a different track. Try to be very humble, try to be polite, and try to explain the family your stand and also understand their point of view. 2nd house also talks about food. 2nd house is things that are close to you. 2nd house is your resources. With Sun being debilitated, this also shows that you have to work with limited resources. You may also have to, shut down your voice for some time for the welfare of others. So these kind of sacrifices, adjustment, and compromises will be the theme for Virgo ascendant natives. Libra. Now in case of Libra, the Sun will be in your 1st house. This is going to shine your ascendant. This is going to improve your personal identity. This is going to work on your own self. So this means that you have to see yourself in a different light. You have to have a different perspective about your own self, about your own mind, about your own life. This is your 11th house coming 11th Lord coming in your first house, which also means that there will be people who are around you. But because Sun is debilitated and because it is in trine with a retrograde Saturn, there can be controversies, there can be feedbacks that will come your way. Yes, obviously people will give the feedback with proper intention, but you might see that it is hitting your confidence, your self-esteem, and it is working negatively in your mind. So you need to have an open-minded approach in your life, because if you are too narrow in your mindset, this can be a great setback. But if you are open to accept any feedback, any opinion, and you are okay for a change and you are flexible, then this is going to be a very good time, because this will reshape you in a very I will say a kind of a environment, a kind of a way where you are flexible to fit in all environments, you are ready to work in every kind of project, and you are feeling good about that also, because not always Sun in Libra is bad. Sun in Libra can sometimes be a very balanced kind of transit. So when Sun goes in Libra in the first house, you have to focus on your own identity. Also trust the feedback, especially the feedback of your spouse. Now this also creates a little bit of dependency on others, because you might lack that confidence, but I will say that try to not be too over dependent on others and try to create more independent attitude, but an attitude that goes along with everybody else. That is the challenge, but the outcome is very beautiful. Scorpio. For Scorpio, Sun will be in the 12th house. Sun is more like in solitude. Sun is more like in more spiritual zone. Although it is your 10th Lord, but this time it means that your actions wants you to be more in a isolated space. Say for example, you are an individual contributor in a company, it is going to be very good for you. But for anybody who's working in a team, this can be a little bit of challenge. This can be a situation where you are asked to leave the team and go all by yourself, the entire work is done by you. You are seeing the team size is being reduced, the company is going leaner in the on the public people side, resources side. These things can create a little bit of insecurity. Your desire can be to run away from the current situation, try to figure out a safe shelter. My recommendation is that go with the flow. Don't push yourself too much. Focus on your own health, focus on your own environment, and try to see that how can you create a secure future in the long run. So you have to understand that your ascendant Lord Mars will also be debilitated, aspecting the Sun in the 12th house. So this can be a little challenging for Scorpio natives. But this can be very meditative, very spiritual also. This can be where you are completely surrendering yourself in front of the divine and letting the divine take over. So for this time, be the passenger and let the God be the driver of your life. Sagittarius. Now Sagittarius will see the 9th Lord going in the 11th house. It's not really bad, because this means you will get to meet a lot of people. The only thing is that the people whom you will connect with may be too powerful in front of you and you may feel humbled. But this is not negative, it's just that you have to accept this. On the other hand, the 11th house Sun can give you new opportunities for source of income, although a restricted one. Can give you new job, can bring in more people in contact. This is a great time to have a spiritual connection, joining a spiritual center, focusing on healing, focusing on the dharmic activities of life. Sun will also create a stronger bond between you and your children. This is also going to work positively on your health. For Sagittarius, this is going to be a very positive, very helpful kind of transit. The transit that balances your life, the transit that turns the fate in your favor, but obviously not in an aggressive way, in a very passive, softer way. On the other hand, the events that will happen in your life, sudden changes that might happen, if you are surrendering to those changes, if you are surrendering to the waves, your boat will never sink. Your boat is only going to sink if you are trying to win over the current and try to make the current go in your favor. So this is more feminine energy transit. So you need to pray to Ma Bhagavati by chanting Durga Saptashati, by doing Durga Havan, or by praying to Mata Mahalakshmi. Capricorn. Now for Capricorn, the Sun transit will be in the 10th house. This is more about your career, professional growth, rise of name and fame. But you might reject it. This might mean that there are good opportunities coming your way, but maybe you are not fully prepared for that. Say a good interview, but you fail to impress the people who are taking the interviews. And also on the other hand, you are letting go of the opportunities because of lethargy, because of procrastination. So you need to buckle up, you need to start moving towards the path of success, you need to start desiring the success more and more. Circumstances that are around you, possibly the situation in your married life may interfere a lot in your career. But if you have a good focus in your professional life, if you can focus on improving your image, if you can do certain activities that like helping others, that will grow confidence. Say you are a leader, this will grow confidence in your team. And if you are the one who is the executionist, this might give you the confidence that you can do the task even better in the next attempt. So this Capricorn transit of the Sun is actually good, kind of a transit that creates a change in your career, but you have to ensure that the change is positive, not negative. How? By being confident in your current work, by revising and coming back and checking for mistakes and errors and not reacting to the situation out of ego and out of anger and fit of rage. Aquarius. Now for Aquarius, Sun transit will happen in your 9th house. This will improve the chances of travel. This will make you gather more information. This will want you to work more in your life. This would want you to go and pursue higher education, professional certification, go into the philosophical and spiritual path. All you have to do is have faith in God, because what the debilitated Sun and combination of debilitated Mars can do is it can take away the faith from God. It can make you feel so sad that if the wishes are not fulfilled, you will try to reject the Almighty, you will try to reject the God. You should not go into that path. Have a belief in yourself. Saturn is retrograde on your Lagna, in trine to the Surya, Sun. And what is Sun? Sun is your 7th Lord. So definitely this is going to impact your marriage. Not in a negative way, but there can be certain changes that I will say are needed in order to stabilize your married life. So for Aquarius, this is more about trusting yourself, trusting the process and taking the leap of faith and not sticking your mind into the past. You need to move on, you need to move into the forward direction. You need to think big and you need to think about the next 5 years in your life rather than thinking that the mistake that you did in the past can commit again. So that's the nature of the transit. It wants you to rebuild your future, bring destiny in your own hand. Pisces. Now in case of Pisces, the Sun transit will happen in your 8th house. So this is going to bring a lot of turbulent changes in your life. Some things that you have to address your fear. You have to address the situations that you were trying to avoid. Why? Because Sun is also your 6th Lord. You need to focus on your health, how you speak, your investments, and your connection with your in-laws, especially your father-in-law. Because the Sun being in Libra in the 8th house wants to level the ground. So in order to level the ground, it can create an earthquake. What you have to do is, you have to keep on focusing on facts rather than imagination. Assumption is your biggest enemy. Why? Rahu is in the Lagna. So don't assume anything. Let go of things that are not needed and follow the path where you are only continuing with what's essential, what's important, and what's necessary. Anything that is unnecessary, anything that is distractive in nature, this is the time when you have to rethink and draw your attention away and focus only on the facts and not on the fiction.